Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. In today's video, I've got my faves and fails for this month. Actually, it's for 2 months because I didn't do one of these in early January because I think I was on vacation in Aruba, and plus I had just done all my 2018 best of videos, and I thought, you know, no point in doing a favorites when you've just done all your best of for the year. So this will encompass 2 months of testing makeup, skincare, and I'm also going to throw in a little bit of fashion in this one. And of course I have a couple of fails, things that just didn't work out for me. I found a couple of really nice favorites in makeup this month, one of which is this Cover FX Gripping Primer. So I've tried it with 2 foundations so far. The first one was the Laura Mercier Flawless Finish Something foundation, the new one, and it definitely made that one last a lot longer. Then I tried it with the CYO Life Proof foundation, and it didn't do anything to help that one. So today I'm kind of testing it for the tiebreaker. Today I'm using it with my Estee Lauder Double Wear, which I know a lot of people get a long wear out of Double Wear, but I just don't. Usually it lasts about 5-6 hours on me before it starts breaking down and looking red around my nose and my chin. And so I'm using it with the gripping primer today. So I will come back at the end of the day to let you know how it lasted and if it actually made this foundation last longer. Unfortunately, it doesn't do anything for the look of your pores or to smooth your skin or anything like that, but I think just having the foundation stay on is like one less thing to worry about. I know there's like a lot of nurses and people who watch who have those like long shift jobs and they just need their makeup to stay in place, and they're always asking for something truly long wearing, and so maybe a primer like this could help. Hey you guys, just wanted to pop back in with the tiebreaker vote on the Cover FX Gripping Primer. It's about 10:15 p.m. now, so I've had the foundation on since about 11 o'clock this morning, so that's a little over 11 hours. So for double wear for me, for 11 hours, this is really great wear. It's a little thin just right around here where I touched it a lot, but the rest of my face is looking really good. I haven't powdered it again, I haven't blotted it again, I haven't applied any more makeup. I think it's a good one, especially if you want your foundation to stay on your nose. I mean, my nose never looks this good at the end of the day. What else? Oh, this Milani eyeshadow palette. I'm wearing this today. This is the Milani Soft and Sultry eyeshadow palette. And the colors in here are so beautiful. It's got so many great mattes, like nice, really mid-tone mattes that you can blend in the crease. You know, it's really a perfect like neutral palette. And it also has a few shimmers. Just check out the colors on that. It's got some slightly warm things. It's got some slightly cool things. None of the shimmers are glittery and they're all very wearable. Aren't they just so pretty? I also tried a new eyelid primer recently, and that is the Fenty Amplifying Eye Primer, and this one in combination with this really just changed this palette for me from where the first time I used it I was like, I didn't like it that much. I was like, I'm not really getting any color payout off of this. Then I got this and used it in combination with this palette, and it really just helped to amplify the colors so that they showed up more. They, you know, this smooths your lid, it helps your eyeshadow to last longer, it keeps it crease free all day, and it's like a soft pale pink color, so it really brightens up your eyelids and it really gives a little bump to the colors of your eyeshadow. So loving those both. A couple of lippies that I found this month that are fantastic, especially since it's so cold and wintry and you know your lips are really dry. So this is the Bobbi Brown Crushed Liquid Lip. This stuff is great. It's really moisturizing, very hydrating. It doesn't dry out my lips at all, and it comes in so many beautiful colors, and the staying power on this is really good. So the one I'm wearing today is called Juicy Date. I actually bought 2 of these. I like them so much. And then the other thing for makeup that I found this month that I absolutely love is this NYX Slip Tease. This is not the matte lipstick. This is the full color lip oil. And I had never heard of this, but I was watching Dominique Sash and she had such a beautiful lip, and it was this in this color Red Queen. And so I went over and got Red Queen because I was wanting to try a really bold red lip. Talk about a beautiful long-lasting lip color. The color is so gorgeous, but it lasted on the lips so long. It didn't bleed up into the lip lines, and it wasn't drying, and it wasn't like a full matte either. It's like semi-matte. Now I did pick up another product at the same time that I bought this, and I thought, well, let me see how these compare. So I got two bright red lippies on the same day. I wore this one the first day. This is the new one from L'Oreal. I can't remember what this is called. I'll put a note right down here of what it's called. But anyway, this one was a fail because while the colors are very, very similar. So this guy over here, the more orangey red, that is NYX Slip Tease, and this is the L'Oreal product. And they look kind of similar, except for that the colors are slightly different. But this one was so drying. Oh my God, I couldn't stand it. It did last on the lips, but it spread up into my lip lines, and it also doesn't like really dry during the day, so it's coming off on everything. I even found some of it like over here. I don't know if I must have rubbed my lip with something or something must have brushed by my lip. So was not happy with that one at all, but love this one so much I'm going to go back and get a couple more of these. So these are awesome. And then in the Sephora video, I had showed you that I had gotten the Clinique Chubby Stick lipstick as a 100-point perk. And so I tried it and I was really surprised at how drying this is. These are really sheer and kind of balmy, and so I was expecting this to be really, really moisturizing. And I was really, really surprised at how not moisturizing this was. So here's the color on that. It's really pretty, just a sheer wash of color. But for a sheer wash of color, I'm like, why is it drying? It just wasn't for me. So I think those were the only fails that I have for you this month, except there's one fail, and that is the way that my Botox was done this month, and that was very evident in that Sephora video that I did. And it was these like shadows at the tops of my cheeks, and everyone wanted to know what it was from. I got emails, I got DMs on Instagram. All the comments below the video were about, were they bruises? Was it cheek filler? What the heck was going on with my cheeks? And really, you guys, it was from the Botox that I got done right before Christmas. And you can see it in all my videos from like Christmas on up until now. I've been going to the same injector for years, but this time right before Christmas when I called up to make the appointment, they said, sorry, she's retiring from injecting. And I was like, what? No, it's the holidays, please, just one more. And they turned me down. So they set me up with a new person. And she didn't do it exactly the same. And what happens with me when I have my crow's feet done is if they try to put it in more under my eyes, it makes my cheeks lift up in such a weird way that I don't get any lift from out here. It's all right here, and then it makes this big shadow right here. And so then in the next video, what I did and what I did today is I used a really, really pale color concealer, and I put that right in the shadow. Hopefully it will be gone within another month or so because my Botox does wear off fairly quickly. I only get 8 to 10 weeks out of it, so sometimes it is good that it's going to wear off. I tried a new facial cleanser this month. I had been wanting to try this DHC Deep Cleansing Oil. I was loving the Clinique. Everyone had said, oh no, you have to try the DHC. It also suggested a couple other things, which I have since tried. Didn't like as much as this, but so this was the last one that I had to try. And this one really is good. So thanks so much for recommending this. I love it. And I was looking for something kind of less expensive than this. So this one is 3.8 ounces for like $29. And this one is like the full size is 6.7 ounces for like $26 or something like that. So, twice as much for the same price. So this is definitely a better value. I've used it like for a week and it doesn't do anything to irritate my skin. It's just very calming. It removes makeup like crazy. It removes makeup just as good as this guy does. And I love the oil for removing makeup and really breaking up the waterproof mascara and all that stuff. So this is awesome. I'll put a link to that in the info box below. And then I did try another new drugstore cleanser this month, and this is just a tiny sample that I have of the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gentle Cleansing Lotion. So this is a fragrance-free cleansing lotion, and I got this in a little care package that my dermatologist gave me after the Fraxel lasering. So, they give you a little care package with like sunscreen and a gentle wash. This is really, really good. I'm always looking for a non-foaming cleanser that doesn't contain any soap, and this is a good one. I'm definitely going to be picking this up the next time I'm in the drugstore, and this will be like my second cleanse where I use the CeraVe. What I've noticed about the CeraVe is that lately when my skin is irritated, the CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser actually burns my skin a little bit, and I'm so surprised because I've used that for years. It's always been so mild and gentle, but when I was having all that neck irritation, I found that it was kind of irritating my neck a little bit. So also in skincare, a fave for this month is my new face, you guys. I know I talk about this a lot, and I know that you guys know that I love it, and there really isn't any like science behind it, so I'm kind of shocked that I love it. But I gotta say, over the holidays, I was so busy that I just didn't have the 20 minutes a day to devote to my new face. And so I really let it go. And then when I was going on vacation, I was like, you know what? I just don't want to be a slave to my skincare on this vacation. I just really need to like relax in the most basic way. Like I need to sleep like 10 or 12 hours a night or half the day or on the beach all day. So I just didn't want to do things that were going to take a lot of time and cut into my sleep. So I left the new face at home. So I hadn't been keeping up with it for almost the entire month of December and then the first week into January. On the vacation, I could see the difference in my skin. So I got back into using it every single day, making the time in my day to use it. And oh my gosh, what a difference it's made. And then I've been using this little guy, which is the ELE attachment, to do the hoods and everything. And you know, I can't tell you enough how much I love this. I was just looking online to see if there's any discounts because, you know, it is kind of expensive. Skin Store is having a 20% off right now with the code REFRESH. So you can get 20% off if you haven't bought one yet. It's a good deal. And they do have a package that includes both of these. So I'll link that in the information box below along with the code. A lot of the questions that I had gotten on my Insta posts from Aruba was, what do I use to self-tan when I'm going on vacation? And I usually start about a week or 2 weeks before I go. I start self-tanning, and I just use the Jergens Natural Glow. I love this stuff. I use the firming and moisturizing one, and I get the medium to tan. It's one of those ones where it has to build up gradually, and every time you shower, of course, a little bit of it comes off. But by the time I'm on the vacation, I at least have a little like fake base tan. I still use full sunscreen, but this stuff is great. The one I use on my face is Kula Sunless Tan Anti-Aging Face Serum, and I love this one. I never get any streaks. I never get any orange color. It blends beautifully. It has argan oil, vitamin C, hyaluronic acid. I use it in my morning skincare routine, so I'll put on my vitamin C and my lactic acid and my CoQ10 serum. Then I'll put this on. Then I'll put on my moisturizer and my sunscreen. The face sunscreen that I used most on my vacation was the Australian Gold Botanical Tinted SPF 50. You know, I bring this on vacation because it's water resistant up to 80 minutes, and I love to swim. Not only is it water resistant, but it's reef friendly. This is also tinted, so I can just put it on and go to the beach, and it leaves a nice matte finish, so it's not super duper shiny. Even though I'm on vacation, I always have my huge floppy hat. I'm not there to get a tan. I stay in the shade a lot. There was one day when we went on this ATV tour, and because you're wearing a helmet, you know, I couldn't have a hat or anything covering my face, and we were riding in the morning, like for an hour, out to the other side of the island facing directly into the sun the entire time. We did, you know, cave jumping into these pools, we swam around, it got wet, we rode back, face in the full sun the entire time. Nothing. No sunburn. Like, I'm sure I got some sun because of course it's sunscreen, not sunblock, but I was so happy that my skin wasn't red, it didn't feel burny, it just felt nice. And of course I did take it with me and reapply it halfway through the day. But anyway, so it's really good sunscreen. It really is like the perfect beach vacation sunscreen for me. How could I talk about one sunscreen for 8 minutes? But hey, that's the way I am. Okay, this is a body moisturizer that I wanted to try. I was looking for something that might have some more like anti-aging actives in it. So this is the Gold Bond Ultimate Restoring Lotion, and this has green tea and vitamin C. It has antioxidants, it has ceramides, it has niacinamide, it has ubiquinone, which is CoQ10, it's got vitamin E, so it's got a lot of good stuff. The things that I don't like that are in here is that it has fragrance. It actually has a pretty strong fragrance, so I only use it during the day because if I put it on at night, then I'm smelling it at night and I can't get to sleep. But this does have some citrus extracts in it, which I'm kind of bummed about, and they're way higher on the ingredient label than like the good stuff, like the niacinamide, the ceramides, they're all way low. So it is a good moisturizer and I do like it, but there's a couple things in there that I wish it didn't have. All right, so I wanted to throw in a few fashion items, a few clothes here. A couple things from the trip. I took like 3 bathing suits, and my favorite one that I always get so many compliments on, and I just love wearing it because it just looks so nice, is this guy. It's a tankini from Becca. You know, the bottoms are also these little crocheted bottoms, and you know, they're nice because they actually have some coverage in the rear. I mean, have you seen how they're cutting the bathing suits now? Like, you have to have your whole butt hanging out. I stared at so many young girls' bottoms on this trip. But anyway, at our age, oh my gosh, you can't do that. No one wants to see my butt cheeks hanging out. They are not ready for prime time anymore. So a little bit of butt coverage in a bathing suit, in my book, is excellent. And so these actually offer some decent butt coverage. These don't get stretched out, so they're so worth the money. I absolutely love them. And then another thing that I took on the trip with me that I was just really happy to have along was this little crocheted Holy sweatshirt. You know, Aruba, it's like a constant 80 degrees there, but it's so windy. So, you know, I like to sit in the shade a lot, and it can be a little cool in the shade. And so I was so happy to have like a sweatshirt like this, where it was just perfect to put on in the afternoon, you know, on the beach, or if we were going out for an evening cocktail or something. It just went so well with like my white linen pants or some white shorts or white jeans. It was just a perfect little hoodie. So I was so happy to have that along. And then of course it is the dead of winter, so let's talk about staying warm for a sec here. For staying warm, I bought the cutest little fuzzy teddy bear hoodie jacket, and I've been wearing this just constantly this winter, and it's so cute. And you know, a lot of these teddy bear things, they're big and boxy and oversized, but I like that this one is, you know, just a little more fitted, so that it's like a baseball jacket or a bomber jacket, and it's so soft. And the fur on this, I feel like, is a much nicer quality. Like, it's really soft and good looking. I actually wear this out at night. You know, I just wear all black under it, either a black turtleneck or a black shell, black jeans, black boots, and it makes a killer outfit. And then the last thing that I wanted to show you are these boots. I had been looking for a pair of like kind of moto boots, like everyday wearing boot, and I can't tell you how many boots I bought and returned this fall and winter because they just don't fit my feet right. My feet are such a pain in the butt, and I finally have found the pair of boots that are the ones. These boots are so cool and so stylish, and I just love them. And the best part is that they are so comfortable. So they have this nice kind of like grained leather and this double buckle detail, and they just look very cool and very hip with your jeans. And you know, when there's snow and ice on the ground, you can't be wearing like, you know, little heeled shoes and everything. So these just go great with everything. I love these booties. I'll link those below as well. I got them in a 7.5. I think these run true to size or slightly large. So if you're thinking like you're between, I would probably don't go down a full size, but if you're like me, where you always wear a 7.5 or an 8, I would get the 7.5. You know what I'm saying? So that is everything that I had to show you this month for my faves and fails. We skated away pretty well with only 2 fails, so that wasn't too bad, and a lot of good faves. So I hope you found the video helpful and informative. If you did, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. As always, I thank you for your time and really appreciate your watching. So have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.